It is time now to go inside out as we welcome in SNY NBA insider Ian Begley from Madison Square Garden. And Ian, what was the atmosphere like at the Garden as DiVincenzo kept hitting threes and everybody knew he was going for the Knicks record?
A lot of energy in this building, especially for a game against a really bad Detroit team and a game that was really never in doubt after the first half. The crowd was into it, and when one three-pointer was taken away from Donte DiVincenzo, he said he figured out from the crowd's reaction that he still needed one more, and they were kind of egging him on to shoot. Every time he touched the ball, the crowd, lived and died with every make and miss from beyond the arc for Donte, and they exploded when he got that record. This crowd is very much behind this Knicks team. Very strong record at home for the Knicks, and I think the energy at the Garden is part of that reason.
Yeah, DiVincenzo fed off that energy in this one. He now has 71 points in his last two games. Knicks, though, go on the road with two more games against teams with losing records, so an opportunity here to improve that record. So, Ian, when you look at that traffic jam in the East with Cleveland, New York, and Orlando, how important do you think finishing third in the conference will be?
Yeah, it's imperative, Eamon, because you look at the top of the conference, Boston has been phenomenal all year long. So I think if you can, that's a team that you want to avoid in the second round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. And by finishing third, you're able to do that. So you look at what's ahead of the Knicks. Cleveland has played well, but no Donovan Mitchell. He should come back at some point before the end of the regular season, but he's going to be out for a little bit. So the Knicks have a chance there to sneak up past Cleveland, but don't look past Orlando. They've been playing very well. They're right on the Knicks' heels, and they do own the tiebreaker against New York. So like you said, jam-packed there where the Knicks are in the Eastern Conference standings.
All right, you mentioned the Cavs dealing with the injuries to Donovan Mitchell. Obviously, the Knicks, no OG Anunoby or Julius Randle, both out again on Monday night. What's the latest on their status?
If Anunoby, he did a little bit in shoot-around ahead of the Detroit game. Tom Thibodeau said he was able to take some shots, and that's significant because that was a big hurdle for Anunoby coming off of the elbow surgery, his ability to shoot the ball, getting cleared to shoot the ball. So the idea that he's doing that, I think you could take that as a positive if you're a Knicks fan. And for Julius Randle, he's still at the same place that he's been for a couple weeks now, where he's doing everything but taking live 5-on-5 contact. I think it's a little bit of a concern at this point as to why he hasn't gotten cleared for that full contact. So I think that's something that is kind of lingering here for the Knicks. They want to see him take that next step, and they want to figure out when they could get both of these guys onto the court. But they're certainly not going to rush it. They're going to take their time and be careful as they march towards the end of this regular season.
Yeah, lingering, definitely the appropriate word, as it just doesn't seem that Randle's improving or getting closer to returning. The road trip begins in Toronto on Wednesday. Ian Begley, as always, thanks for joining us here on Honda Sports Night.